How can people see and know that Trademate Sports is working?
Well, I mean, I can't even see that myself because I don't have access to the backlog, but I trust you guys, and I don't see why you wouldn't show the real results. If it wasn't working, I'm sure you also would have given up on this a long time ago, thinking, this is just a fraud. And if it's not working over time and consistently people are losing, customers are not going to stay with us. And they're not going to, especially they're not going to refer any of their friends to us. And for that reason, we've been losing money long time ago and given up on this project.
Oh, I think that's a good answer.
There are people out there who are making videos of their progress with Trademate Sports.
Yeah.
And it's not even like we even asked them to do that. So.
Yeah. And what I think is just unique also, we're so transparent in what we're doing. We're showing it. We allow everyone. We go to whoever we want to work with, and we say, look, start your progress from week 1, and we want you to post it along the way. And what we see is people have losing weeks, losing month, but in the end, the majority of people are winning. And if you total everything together, you can see the result speaks for themselves. And I think that's more important than a single bet or a single lucky accumulator or whatever the other people are bragging about, or having hundreds of tipsters and one of them getting lucky and advertising him. So
yeah,
I also think that there is one thing that you can see for yourself, and that is that extremely often after you place a bet with Trademate, you will see the odds dropping.
Yeah.
And that is basically the bookmaker admitting, hey, we priced this wrong. The odds should have been lower, and then you got in at a better price, so you have an edge.
That's correct.
Yeah, so that's sort of the fastest way, I think, that you can, an objective way you can see that this is providing you with an edge.
Yeah.
This is making the bookmakers admit they made a mistake.
That's correct. I agree with you.
You obviously make a lot of money through sports betting.
Yeah.
And you've obviously got your other investments in real estate and stocks, and even your own friends that are poker players. Why do you persist with Trademate when it's probably a pretty small slice of the pie?
It's probably because it's the first company and project I started, and I was there from the start and just came out of nowhere. And it's something that's, it's helping others compared to many other businesses. It's not really helping others. So when you help others get started and give them the same opportunity you have, it's something that I'm proud of what I've accomplished and what I've done with it and where it's at right now. And I think it's in a way, because I understand how it works, but when people ask me oh, if it's that good, why aren't everyone using it? And I ask myself the same question, because it's just a simple way to get started and start making money on sports betting, because everyone pretty much do sports betting these days, but they are too stubborn to listen to others and learn from others. They just think they know the best themselves and complain about being unlucky time after time after time. How they're accumulator with 6 bets, they lost on 1 game, and Bayern München couldn't beat Hannover at home, whereas all the other favorites won. And it's just a repeating story all the time. So I just wish people were willing to give it a chance and would stay through it. And hopefully also, if they like it, would also recommend it to friends. So it would benefit us as a whole, as a community, and we could create more content. We can probably improve our software. We could improve different things also, because it's of course, I was hoping for it to grow even faster and much bigger, but at the same time, it's something that I like doing and I feel good about. So that's probably why I keep on doing it. Part of my role to start with, I didn't have, I'm not technical, so I can't do programming, but I had some capital to throw in to start with to get it up and rolling. So I invested some money, but I've never taken out any money from it. Everything that we've gained in revenue has been reinvested. And, it's a costly business to run also, with developers, staff to run it. And yeah.
Paying me the big bucks, mate.
Yeah, and of course Alex is demanding a lot in wage also. So, no, it's again, it's something I believe in can grow to and has huge potential. So why not just ride it through and see?
I'm sure you get a lot of people asking you to give them personal betting tips or coaching or whatever, or support their betting project. What do you have to say to those people?
Yeah, and that's like the beauty about Trademate, because then I say, look, the best advice I can give you is sign up for Trademate. It's a reason why I created it, because I know the strategy is working. It's more profitable than what I'm doing myself. Their expected return is higher. So why would they listen to my advice when they can make more money in a much simpler way without having to communicate back and forth? If I were to send like all the, I don't know how many people has been messaging me, probably over 1,000 people. If I were to message all of them on a weekly basis or daily basis with all my picks, first of all, what's in there for me? The market is going to move anyway, so it's only going to be the first 2-3 people who places it who's going to be getting an acceptable price. And the return is so much lower than if they were to place their bets through Trademate. So for that reason, like it's just a simple answer to everyone who wants my picks. It's like, follow this is working, it's good. But yeah, I don't know if it's people are then asking, also being suspicious, like, oh no, I don't believe in this. Just try it out and see. And if you're not making money, like, next month's on us until you start making money.
I think that another common criticism that people post in YouTube comments is that especially with regards to the documentary we did originally, was that this guy is just trying to sell a product. What do you have to say to those people?
So I'm not really just trying to, like, the reason why I did a documentary was more to create credibility, because I think you want to know who's behind a product in order to use a product. Because if I just saw this product myself, I'd be like, no, this sounds too good to be true. I don't trust the people who made it, or why would they make such a program? But when I understand, like, okay, look, he's not having access to any of these bookmakers anyways. It's a simple way how the market works, or I would actually study and see, like, is this how easy it is? Is this how sports betting is? And yeah, I could also come to the conclusion that's how the market works. This is how easy it is to make money as sports betting. Yeah, I can be doing this manually if I want to, but then I'm going to miss out on more bets, and the EV is going to be much greater than paying a subscription fee. And get this, even if I don't have the money to afford the subscription fee, I can just refer a friend and I'll get a month for free. This is a product that sells itself. So in a way, I don't, I can understand the criticism and, like, understanding, like, is he trying to sell a product? I'm just trying to create more awareness about a product, and it's down to you if you think it's like good program or not, and if you think it's working or not. We at least have the data to back it up to say, look, it is working. So, and I always say, like, look, if people don't believe it's working, if they want, I'm happy to book action against them. And if they want to be a bookie or anything, you know, if there's a way you can do sort and set that up, I'll be willing to bet 5 figures on every single game. But I'm going to need to have an escrow for the money.
Why do you think people question you?
It sounds too good to be true. Yeah. And in this industry, there's so many who's, like, lying about the results, lying about this stuff. But they're not showing, like, they're showing betting coupons of 1 single bet won, 2 single bets won, and they're not showing their true history. Like, I show every single one of my bets. I showed, like, go around the results month by month. Whereas these people are, you know, showing a winning accumulator or something silly like that. And people might, like, think, oh, you know, they got an accumulator, they're the greatest. But yeah, I don't think they are. Everyone can get lucky.